In 1993, I ran away. I was a special needs child that ran away from home. And some of the 911 terrorists took me in by the name of Khan and Siddiquis. There were two Khan brothers and a Siddiqui. Now, I witnessed them hide out Yusuf, the guy that was convicted in the 93 bombing. Yeah, and I also witnessed his uncle, Sheikh Muhammad, the one that caused all this trouble about being waterboarded in Gitmo. Yeah, I witnessed him come visit Yusuf twice, and then we moved to Houston, Texas, where, Mr. Religious, a.k.a. Sheikh Muhammad, was there a lot, and I witnessed a lot of meetings which you would think would be very significant to Homeland Security, but for some reason it's not. For some reason, nobody knows about me. Now let's talk about why nobody knows about me and what that has to do with the Billings. Okay, from the 911 terrorist, I ended up with a human trafficker. A human trafficker by the name of Primitivo Cruz. Now this human trafficker not only prostitutes or have sex slaves in Mexico and smuggle cars into Mexico from the United States with who no telling what. He hooked up with a cartel that I, for the safety of my life, will not mention. But they're also involved with drugs and a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay, he received Mexicans from this cartel, which I'm not going to mention, and delivered to a juvenile judge, Dan Camp. He supplied illegals to him to build for the real estate, okay? Similar to the Billings, huh? Wow. Hooked up real big with CPS, and they have a lot of real estate. Ooh, is it a quinky-dink, or is this a common practice in the United States? Well, he declares me delusional when I tried to tell him about Primitivo Cruz and what I know about 911 right after 911 in 2002. Don't believe me? Go check the court papers. It actually says that I claim to have information on 911, but nobody called the FBI. Why? Because this man right here, who has real estate business with Primitivo Cruz, stayed on the case, even though it's a conflict of interest, and says I'm delusional. You'll also see that he is an advocate for CASA. Just go check him out. Does it get deep there? But let's move on. I finally escaped from this human trafficker from the bottom of Mexico and get to the border in San Diego. I asked for CPS and APS help because I didn't realize the APS and CPS is a national thing, and they all work together. Yep, they work together. If you also trace the real estate business, it makes a connection there too. Well, when San Diego CPS and APS was giving Primitivo Cruz a court-appointed attorney reunification services, and their case plan is to return us home to Mexico, all while he's a fugitive from Florida as a child rapist, and the FBI has confirmed he's a human smuggler, I was outraged. So I remember hearing on the news about how the Minuteman helped out those border patrols that shot the smugglers in the butt and went to jail, so I went and contacted them. I met them in person, which I'd been communicating them through the computer and the phone for a while. On May 1st, March, I went and met them, which I met the head honcho, which was Jail Squelch of San Diego, and he introduced me to his girlfriend. Now they broke up, and she broke off and made the Truth Brigade, which is a domestic terrorist. They talk about overthrowing the government and all this crazy stuff, okay? I tried to warn the San Diego authorities and FBI before the San Diego federal bombing, but nobody listened. So Eric and his goons that are part of the Truth Brigade pulled off a federal bombing. Now, I moved from there because I only stayed 3 weeks, because I moved out real quick and told everybody and went back to a county home of San Diego and level 3. Now, level 3 means that it's basically like I'm a teenager. I have curfew, but I get to go out and do what I want and have computer access. So I continue to talk to people I've met on the internet, which, well, that's how come I know about what's going on, and because I'm physically in the middle of it and cyberspacely in the middle of it, I know how all this is connected to the Billings. Well, I have a guardian ad litem by the name of Joseph Rubin. Okay, but obviously he don't keep up with what I'm doing because you're seeing these movies, and well, actually he's on vacation, and when he comes back, who is he gonna have a surprise for him? Because I'm all over the net. But anyway, because it's a level 3, I get to communicate and do things, all righty, unless they get wind of it, and hopefully they will. And hopefully the reason they get wind of it is because everybody in America has gotten a wind of this. But they're too busy making money on trafficking me, about like the Billings were doing with all them special needs kids, because I'm special needs and my children are special needs, to even listen to what I just said. Now listen, let's recap. I'm claiming that I lived with the terrorists and witnessed a whole lot concerning Sheikh Mohammed, the Khan, and Siddiquis. I'm claiming that I am the wife of Primitivo Cruz and that my children are his children, which can be proved through DNA due to the swab that Florida has took, because he's on the child registry and is a fugitive for child rape, and the FBI has confirmed he's a human smuggler. Now I'm claiming that he supplies to a juvenile judge and that they're involved in trafficking to special needs and also involved in trafficking people for real estate. Okay. And the Billings were real bad into real estate, and they were already really connected to CPS. Ding, ding, ding. So, why has nobody listened to the circle that I'm talking about? Well, the sheriff said it was going to be a humdinger. Boy, is it.